My Republican family voted against Kamala specifically because they said she was going to drag us into World War III. But look at what we've got going on right now. Not only is he tweeting out incendiary comments like, Tehran, you all need to evacuate immediately. I told you so. It's too late. Millions of lives are going to perish because Iran didn't sign the agreement that I took them out of the last time I was in office. And even last night, making comments, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Nobody knows what I'm going to do. That's literally an interview he just gave last night about something as serious as whether or not he's dragging our country into a war we did not start and do not belong in. He's taking it with such a flippant attitude, whether he's going to allow our country that already has our bombs dropping on Iran, whether we're going to go proactively participate in preemptively slaughtering tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands.
It's so funny because like Kamala predicted this like 3 different fucking times. Like so many times. She predicted this so many times. She said he is going to drag us into a war of choice. He's going to drag us to a war of choice. She said when they said they bombed the nuclear facilities, she said that is going to lead to a false sense of security that we do not have. And he does not have with Iran. That is why they were so angry at the UN. They were like, stop doing the uranium because they didn't really destroy anything. And Iran is surrounded by mountains and terrain, and it is so big and massive, and it has 92 million people in it. Like, she kept warning us of this. She kept warning us. There wasn't a time she didn't warn us. Like, I remember when people were saying she doesn't have enough foreign affairs background. She doesn't have enough national security background. And we got a motherfucker dragging us into war.
Okay, so how many of you watched that debate between Vice President Harris and the convicted felon and believed her when she said that he would get us into another war? So you voted for her? We've just attacked Iran. Yeah, we should have Kamala Harris right now.
MAGA was right, and it humbles me to say it. I don't know if they got a crystal ball or what, but my MAGA friends told me during the 2024 election that if I voted for Kamala, gas prices were going to spike, grocery prices were going to go up, and we were going to be at war with the Middle East, all within 2 years. Well, I didn't listen. I voted for Kamala. Hasn't even been 2 years, and every single one of those things has happened.
Political warnings often spark strong reaction, especially when they involve the future of a country. In this video, we will look at Kamala Harris' warning about statements and policy President Trump said he would pursue, and why some Americans are asking whether the country was truly listening when she was stating out all these warnings or issuing these warnings. Let's watch some of these thought-provoking clips. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, guys, let's get into it.
Kamala warned all of us.
Read Project 2025.
The former president said that's not true.
He says everything. Come on, are we really taking his word for it? Tariff would be a 20% sales tax for the average American. Eliminate the Department of Education. Take away preschool from hundreds of thousands of our children. Putin would be sitting in Kyiv with his eyes on the rest of Europe. Why don't you tell the 800,000 Polish Americans how quickly you would give up for the sake of what you think is a friendship, what is known to be a dictator who would eat you for lunch? Ask Donald Trump what his plan is for Black America. Democracy. You know what he says he'll do? Terminate the Constitution of the United States.
That's right.
Let me remind folks, you know what's in the Constitution of the United States? The 4th Amendment, which protects you against unreasonable searches and seizures. The 5th Amendment, the 6th Amendment, the 14th Amendment, which in most of those amendments is about a movement spurred by Black people to ensure that we would be equally protected under the law. There's a huge contrast. Donald Trump has said he will be a dictator on day one.
Kamala Harris was right about everything. Russia is giving information to Iran. Russia is giving information to Iran about U.S. warships, aircraft, other assets in the region. U.S. intelligence knows this. Kamala Harris said that these dictators would eat Trump for breakfast or for lunch, whatever. And MAGA laughed at her, and MAGA acted like their God King is this tough businessman who can strike deals with anyone. And Trump has always said Putin is that they have a good relationship, they're buddies, acting like he knows how to control him. No, it's the other way around. Putin knows how to control Trump, and he always has. And when Trump was asked about the US, when he was asked about Russia giving information to Iran, his response was, "What a stupid question." What a stupid question. Are we great yet, MAGA? Is this America first? Acknowledging that someone who is supposed to be an ally of the president, right? They're supposedly have a good relationship according to Trump. Giving information to our enemy. Is this what you voted for? This the art of the deal?
Kamala Harris is looking real good now, huh? I said Kamala Harris is looking real good now, huh? All you motherfuckers who voted for this man, we sat here, we told you, we warned you, we even put it in your face and tried to fucking remind you. Now we get to sit here and watch our fucking country burn. All of us get to sit here and watch this fucking country burn. We're on the cusp of another fucking civil war. They have censored what we can even fucking see right now. There are so many people in different countries that are protesting for freedom right now, who are protesting this fucking president, while he's sitting out here lining his fucking pockets with his friends like we fucking told you he was going to do. I'm pissed. And the reason I'm pissed is because I thought more of fucking America.
And once again, Kamala Harris was right about everything. The former vice president warned the American people that Donald Trump would send the military after all of us. And we have seen it clear as day. He sent the National Guard to California. Now the National Guard is here in Washington, D.C., along with other federal agencies, walking around with rifles in hand as though they are in the streets of Baghdad. Next up on the list is Chicago. And Donald Trump is going a step further and creating a special task force within the National Guard that will do the work of what your day-to-day police officer should be doing. All under the disguise of controlling riots and reining in crime. Crime that is at an all-time low across the United States. And the interesting thing about all of this, he's only going after blue states, but completely overlooking the fact that many red states deal with crime also. Again, you just couldn't vote for the black woman, right?
Kamala wasn't that good either. Between the two, at least she was the better option. At least she was qualified. No, because genuinely, how can you be so ignorant to politics to think that a greedy businessman is better than an actual politician? No, because we have people making excuses out there like, oh, she's a woman, she can't lead. She would have whooped his ass and led a lot better than he is right now. I mean, she literally predicted Trump getting us into a war. Do we forget that? So maybe she wasn't the shiny golden star, but she was the better option against Trump. Don't forget that.
Remember when she said this?
He is saying that he would use the military to go after them.
And then they told you that it was a lie?
That they are now talking about deploying 1,500 military.
She warned us.
With his eyes on the rest of Europe, starting with Poland.
Kamala Harris knew what was going to happen. Kamala Harris did not lie. There were drones over Poland, a violation of Article 5. The drones have been shot down. These are Russian drones over Poland. This is considered an act of war.
You say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now.
Tomorrow, they're going to hold some kind of press event, and they're going to say that they did not know that Putin was going to do this. They're going to say that. And I get the feeling that Chunky Milk knew Putin was going to do this. And if this does activate NATO to the point of a possible conflict, this is what he wanted this whole entire time.
So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh.
There's nothing else to believe now. She was right. This isn't an I told you so moment. This is literally just sitting here at midnight in my living room and finding this out.
And while we fight to move our nation forward to a brighter future, Donald Trump and his extremist allies will keep trying to pull us backward. We all remember what they did to tear families apart. And now they have pledged to carry out the largest deportation, a mass deportation, in American history. Imagine what that would look like and what that would be. How's that going to happen? Massive raids? Massive detention camps? What are they talking about?
For everyone who didn't believe Kamala when she said if you give him power back, he's going to turn into a dictator. For everyone who didn't listen to Kamala when she said look at his policies, they're going to make prices go up. Now you can take his word for it. Over the weekend, first he said on Friday, I couldn't care less if they raise prices. I couldn't care less. I hope they raise their prices. No, I couldn't care less. Talking about the effects of his tariffs and the inflation they'll bring. And then today, Sunday, Trump won't rule out seeking a third term in the White House. He tells NBC News there are methods for doing so. When asked to clarify, no, I'm not joking. Great.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, so this topic as American talking, you know, Kamala Harris has been delivering a series of warning about the direction of the country, and her message is generating a lot of strong reaction from people across the political spectrum. Supporters says her warning deserves serious attention, right? They argue she's raising concern about issues such as protecting democratic institutes, the rule of law, civil rights, and the importance of civic participation. They believe these are conversations Americans shouldn't ignore, right? But somehow, critics, however, see a message differently. Some believe the warning are politically motivated or, exaggerated, while others argue that the country faces different priorities such as the economy, inflation, border security, and the cost of living. That is what makes the debate so interesting. All right, Americans aren't just disagreeing about one politician. They are debating what the nation's biggest challenge really are and how those challenges should be addressed, right? The biggest question here is, what kind of future do America really want, and which leader do they trust to get the country there or further? All right, because the thing is that whether we agree with Kamala Harris or not, one thing is clear: political message like this shape public conversation and influence how people think about the next election. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you think Kamala Harris' warning reflects real concern, or do you believe Americans should be focusing on other issues? I'd like you to share your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like my videos, subscribe to the channel for more honest conversation about politics and the issue that is happening around the world. Once again, thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye. Love ya. Mwah.